about that, man.
Rent way, baby.
Fast way, rent way. No choice.
We don't want to know nothing about neither one.
We was out there, man.
Coming to get something. Repoing something.
They took care of that business, man.
Right, that's right. Hey, it provided a living for us, for our families. You know.
My dad ain't give me shit when he ain't even know what I had. Nah, I'm joking. Hey, he kept lights on, man.
It was some long nights, man. Long nights out there. When you chasing people for a living room set or a DVD player.
Boy.
You chasing them, man, all night long.
I remember when I was at Renaissance, that there, then my store manager, bro, it was like he didn't want to start working till about lunchtime. I'm like, dude, like lunchtime is half the day.
Well, that's when they gonna be at home.
Man, forget that.
You gotta get them when they ain't there.
Bro, you gotta go early. You gotta get on the phone door early in the morning.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. One thing about people who owe you, they know when you coming. They know when you go to work. They know your schedule better than you. They know your schedule, man.
Yep.
But the thing about it though, Mike, when I was around something, they couldn't die.
They could die.
Hey, they hate to see that cowboy boy in that truck. They know he finna get something.
Right. So I'm gonna tell you,
someday
man.
I go with him.
Right, I'm gonna tell you.
I don't even work with him.
Me and your dad, man, I remember a couple times,
No,
man.
I'm on the repo.
We used to go to their cousin's house looking for him.
Yeah.
We knew it was such birthday. We knew they were going to all build their barbecue. Man, we'll pull up in a big box truck, man.
That's just wrong.
Right, I'm saying, like, man, hey.
That's just wrong.
Hey,
It was
bro,
business.
me, I done, when I was working at Renaissance, I been in trouble by myself. I done called Dal. Hey, bro, hey, I need your help right quick, man. Can you go with me? He done went and got TVs and this. I ain't gonna say who.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? I ain't
no
gonna do
third
all
party
that.
disclosure.
Nah, I ain't gonna do all that. But he done went with me to repo before. You want me on delivery too then?
I do it all.
Hey, my boy.
Now that I think about it, owing money, I ain't never get paid.
Right.
So it's all good.
Hey, when you did, you said it was out the goodness of your heart.
it's
Now you owe some money, huh?
Oh, man.
What's up, Em?
So Mike, you was Councilman of Ward. What area is this?
Ward 4. I reach, if you can kind of imagine this, if you can take 51, start down by Bellflower, and you can take Main Street by City Hall, City Hall, where you pay your water bill. You take those two streets and run them parallel all the way up to Jones Road.
Okay.
And I kind of got everything in between that. Yeah,
Okay.
I kind of got everything in between that. Very diverse ward. Very diverse, man. It's one of the wards is where the percentage of white to black is almost equal.
Wow.
It's not predominant white. It's not predominant black. But a great group of people that I have gotten to know.
Okay, that's what's up. Ward 4, shout out there. And I know they welcome
Hey.
people.
Yeah, he's actually fixed the road.
Hey.
He has.
Hey, they said if we get you on that drink,
Drink.
you make it the road fit. But
What road
what
you got?
what you don't know though, for real,
Actually,
all those sides,
yeah.
like the road over there in that area, they really have, like lately, they've been getting fixed. That I can say. Over by where my brother stayed at, College Boulevard.
Right, we got that one fixed.
All College Boulevard fit all the way down like
By
east
Quick
one of the
Stop.
road.
Yeah,
Quick Stop. Got
Definitely needs
yeah,
to be.
Quick Stop. It was bad. It man, it was like being on a gravel road in the country.
Any day now, man. Right there where 51 and Thomas Street meets. Right in, I call it Penny Pitcher. Where Penny Pitcher was.
Okay, yeah.
Right there going up in there, it's a
Yeah.
bad spot right
It
there.
is.
Hey, it's
Yeah.
on the agenda. It's on the agenda to get fixed. We got speed bumps coming. To everybody who asked me for speed bumps, they are on the
Hey,
way.
hold on.
They're on the way.
Hold on. Everybody keep asking for speed bump, but you know they putting. Slow down. Yeah, they doing too much. Like they getting out of control. Like over on East Side. I wish they could do it where they could put not the big speed bump they got with the asphalt, where they could do the ones, where they drill in the ground.
That's what we're doing now. The ones you drill in the ground.
Okay, cause over on East Side, I understand like doing like football or baseball season,
Right.
Cause the park is really heavy.
Right.
But like right now, the park ain't even being used, and they got them big old speed bumps over there. Like, hey, come on, man.
Yeah. Those are old school. New ones are coming out. More efficient, safer for the vehicles. So we have some in. We started to put them out. and the places where the traffic is the highest and where we've had the most complaints. So we're strategically putting everything out, trying to get it ready, trying to be safe. At the same time, where it's high traffic with children, we're focused on those areas.
Yeah.
Councilman Wilson, he has something coming to the hill, to Washington Garden, up there by the Blue Building. When you come over that hill there, hey, shout out to Councilman Wilson. He has speed bump coming over there. A lot of complaints over there. So we're trying to. He's trying.
Man, they been flying over that hill since '96.
Yeah, but
Hey,
That's the block. That's where you
Hey,
get the block.
man, look, let me
Get
tell
your
you.
car clean.
My grandma stayed on Pine Hill,
right,
and I don't know what it was about Washington Garden, about that little hill right there.
right,
It used to be packed from the little pathway right there coming from Pine Hill all the way over to the Blue Bit, well, to the park.
right,
Everybody used to stand out right there and just watch the cars come over
right.
here,
That's right.
back and forth.
Right.
You better do that now.
No,
Slow down.
Slow
Slow you
down.
down.
Gotta
Slow
slow
down.
Slow you
down.
down.
I mean, it's a good thing because I went through that the other day and it's a lot of kids.
Yeah, a lot of children.
It do
playing
feel
in
like
there.
younger kids out there, so it's better.
We've had some
But I just
kids
don't
actually-
I don't like them gray big old speed bumps like the ones on east side. That's too big.
Big though.
Right.
That's too big. Like it. What we looking at to get them to look?
Well,
Like what's the timeline?
that's Councilman Harris area. Definitely have to get with Councilman Eric
You
Harris.
got his number?
Yeah, I got his number.
Call him.
No,
I'm joking.
Yeah,
Eric good people. I like Eric. Eric good people.
I love Eric.
Yeah,
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. From every councilman on the board, I've learned a lot from all of them, white or black. I've learned a lot from all of them. Councilman Johnson, Councilman Wilson have definitely showed us love, brought us in, and kind of taught us the ropes. So we're still learning. We're gonna make some mistakes, but hey, we trying. We trying to make the city better.
That's all that matters. You know, try. As long as you putting forth the effort for the people.
Right.
Like a lot of times people put forth effort for them
Right.
or for just they little area where they stay at. As long as you putting forth effort for everybody,
Right.
you alright.
You know, that was when I ran. I planned on being transparent. I just don't want to be a one. You don't want to see me one time, and that's when it's time for election.
Yeah.
I'm out there every day. I ride my area 3 times a week. I'm checking to see if any trash out, if any limbs on the road, if any couch on the road. Chartel Collins' father, he called me and said, "Hey, Mike, the doctor didn't pick up. They didn't pick up the leaves. He had bags of leaves up. Hey, I took it upon myself to go over there, pick the leaves up, take them to the dump, and dump them off. You know, because my thing is, I work for the people, for the citizens of Grenada, not just Ward 4, but everybody. You know, but at the end of the day, my paycheck says City of Grenada. Okay,
Yeah,
I work for
paycheck.
paycheck.
You don't need to be speeding through there anyway.
Okay.
No, I don't be speeding, and no, I understand that it's a part. It's just that them, for me, them speed bumps are a little too big.
It's the speed bumps for you.
It's a speed bump.
Okay. They gonna get them fixed.
They a little bit. They just a little bit too big. Like
Let me get Bubba Cat the question right there. What about the inner city junkyard? Bubba, I'm glad you asked. We just met Monday night about the inner city junkyard.
What
And he's talking about like the different shops with the cars around them.
Okay.
Throughout the town.
Right.
Not seeing like any business specific. We talked with Will O'Bannon. We gave Will his marching orders. If there are any cars that's not following the city ordinance, or any shops that's not following the city ordinance, they will be ticketed and fined.
What's
Have
the
a certain
fine?
number of
Oh,
days.
you mean
It's
like?
up to the judge. It's up to the
Oh,
judge.
you mean like different like car shops, like different people that work on cars.
Right.
And when they have a whole bunch of cars around the
That's
shop
right,
and stuff.
right.
You know what? That's a good thing because they supposed to have their ass out there working. I'm with you now.
Right, so-
I'm with you
right.
because think about it. A lot of these different shops, they just have the cars just people cars just
Right.
sitting around. They ain't working on it.
So we have to
I
get control
ain't,
of it.
you know,
Right.
I ain't-
So
I ain't-
we're
this-
on that. We're on top of it.
No.
We know it's a problem. It has become a problem, and so in both neighborhoods, white and black neighborhoods, we're patrolling that. Will got out the other day.
Y'all need some help.
We got a couple citations. Hey, we do have a code enforcement position open.
You do?
That code enforcement position. The city of Grenada is hiring for code
What's
enforcement.
the pay?
It depends on experience.
I've been doing this all my life.
You don't want to do that.
Why not?
You don't want to do that.
Why not?
You don't do that.
They paying?
I don't know. I ain't looking for it.
Will it help get my bill paid?
Probably so. I'm assuming.
Will I miss a payment on anything?
Nah.
Oh well.
What do I
City
Hey,
Grenade.
contact City Hall. Our city manager is Martha Profit.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. I know.
Ray ain't gonna
You talking about Mel?
I'm talking about Martha.
Martha.
Martha Profit.
So good with name.
I don't know
That's
her as map.
That's it. The thing
I
about
got a professional relationship.
That's it. The thing about
All right.
I don't know Martha.
Okay.
But I know Mel.
Okay. All right.
That gonna be. That may be some problem.
Right. So
I
I
know
know
on a personal, a professional level.
professional level Martha.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm
You
saying?
need to see me Martha.
Right.
You gonna see me Martha.
When you go to City Hall, you need to see Miss Martha Profit.
See.
Because don't nobody know map up there. We know
But-
Martha Profit.
But think about it. When I go to City Hall,
Mhm.
I ain't whichever security guard or police officer that's at the bottom. I ain't gotta tell them who I am or who I'm looking for.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in like, hey, how y'all doing? Or whoever, you know,
Mhm.
I'm be respectful. How you doing,
Right.
sir? How
Right.
you doing, ma'am?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going upstairs. I know who her office is.
Okay.
Okay.
Lord
Shout
have
out to the
mercy.
right.
Shout to the right once you get off the elevator.
I ain't going. I'm walking.
Hey, I just want to say this too. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Talk to me.
Martha has been doing a great job.
Yeah.
She has been in that. She's our interim city manager. She has been doing a great job. She's actually
Okay.
pulling two duties: city
Secretary,
manager
yeah.
and secretary. She's doing a
Mhm.
great job.
So
Whenever
she
we
need a
call,
secretary too.
Well-
Wait a minute. Why are you trying to get all the positions?
Wait,
at
I'm
City
talking.
Hall,
I'm talking. I don't want that. Quita. What mean you talking about? Hold on, Mike.
go
though?
ahead.
Nuh-uh. You
What
go
mean-
in and talk to the council.
What mean you talking
Don't
about before
finish
we
your
got
question
started?
with the council. Because I got started
I'm
with you
just
now.
joking. Mike, you shot to the right.
Right.
She right there.
Right.
Okay. Now, she looking for a secretary?
I'm not sure. Martha is the city manager.
Mhm.
She handles the day-to-day business of the city.
Okay.
The city council only advises. Okay, we don't run the city.
Mhm.
The city council does not run the city.
So,
Okay,
quick
The
question.
city manager runs the city.
Now,
I know for so long people have thought that the city council runs the city.
For the longest.
We don't run the city.
Hell, I thought that.
Right. The city manager runs the.
only slow people thinking this shit.
Okay, I'm just saying.
People with sense.
Right. The city manager
They
runs
know,
the city.
we
Right.
know.
Right. So
But
we trust all our department heads to
Now-
make the best decision.
for the people,
Mhm.
because I know, but who gives the city manager their job?
What happened is the city council interviews,
Mm-hmm.
right? And we come up with a decision, and then we hire the best candidate possible. Whether they're black, white, Jew, Gentile, Sadducees, or Pharisees.
Which
We hire the best candidate possible.
equal.
Okay, so I got a question for the people because I was in the barber shop today,
Right.
and they want me to ask you this. Ain't
Go
even,
ahead.
this ain't even on our paper.
Now,
it ain't nothing bad. It ain't
I'm
nothing bad. It
transparent,
ain't.
man.
It ain't nothing bad.
Go
Ain't
ahead.
nothing bad. We ain't got that for you.
Okay.
They want to know if you was on the city councilman when the other lady that was there
Mhm.
after Trey,
Right.
what would have been your vote?
What did I vote? First of all, what I would have did was I would have took into consideration all the facts,
Mm-hmm.
and I would have made a fair decision from there.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know all the facts,
Yeah.
so as of right now, I can't really tell you what I would have done. Lakeela's a great person.
See,
I know Lakeela
I
forever.
never met her.
I know her forever. I know her husband
She's a
Mark.
dear friend of mine.
I know her forever. But I would have to weigh all the facts and make the best possible decision possible. But as me looking back, the city manager is responsible for running the city.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hold that person responsible for running the city. Now I'm not gonna micromanage them, you know. And I think now listen, I
That's
think
what I hate.
I think Lakeela was doing a great job now. I think Lakeela was doing a great job. I think she was doing good at what she was doing. I've sat in meetings with her. I started on the tourism board where she had the citizen interest and she started on board. I think Lakeela was doing a great job. I like Lakeela. Great worker, great effort. But as I say, what I would have done, I would have weighed all the facts and made the best possible decision possible. What's
For the
best
city.
for the city of Grenada.
Yeah.
You know, and
Okay.
sometimes man we can haste to a decision.
Yeah,
And we don't
that's
quite
what
think
they
it's
were
the wrong
saying
way.
in the barber shop today. They were saying that the decision with her, I don't know a person.
Right.
I really don't know her at all.
Right.
If she walked in the room with,
Right.
if she was in the room with 5 other people and I walked in there, I wouldn't be able to point out.
Right.
But the people in the barber shop were saying that the decision was rushed. And a lot of them say it was kind of sneaky and underhanded and this and that. I don't know. But I wasn't there. You
Right.
wasn't there.
Right.
But they just wanted me to ask you what you would have done.
That's what I would.
She said.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done. You know,
Stay what?
I would have made
Stay
the
away
best.
from that.
From that.
Best decision possible with the facts that we had. I never believe in making a haste decision.
Yeah.
You know, let's sit down, let's go back, let's pray about it, ask the Lord to give us direction and discernment on it.
Yeah.
And then we make the best possible decision. We may have to come back a week later and take a look at it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I believe in judging a person by the content of their character. You know, and not about what I've heard of them, but what I know of them to be.
And then the thing about it, they couldn't give her a warning. You know, before you get fired, you at least get rolled up.
Yeah, like I said,
They
we
write
don't
you up
know.
once or twice
Right.
before
We
they
don't
get
know
fired.
all the facts. We don't
Yeah.
know if they've had previous conversations. As being imagined, could have been some verbal warnings. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, but what we have to do is we have to go back and look at it, weigh all the facts, see what all the information is. But like I said, we can sometimes make hasty decisions and make the wrong decisions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that affect. So every decision I make, I pray about it. I ask Lord, give me strength, give me the discernment, because all I want to do is make the best decision possible for the city of Grenada.
So, quick question: Do you think with that, with everything that happened with her, do you think any of them who voted for her to be out, do you think they regret it?
Yeah, I think some may regret the decision they made. But like I say, when we make a decision, wrong or right, we got to hold up for it.
You
Yeah.
gotta go with it. You can't.
All the way
Ain't no turn around.
And
Going back.
hey, you can't reach out there and grab it back.
No, once you
It's
done pass that ballot,
It's right, it's over with.
It's
You know what I'm
gone.
saying?
Yeah.
And the Bible say, let your yea be yea and let your nays be nays.
Mhm.
You have to
Stand
stand
with-
firm on it.
yeah,
You know,
stand
so-
firm on it.
Right.
Hey, put your big boy pants on and
Right.
go for it,
Go
baby.
for it. You gotta do it.
Hey,
You know, like I said, I think she was a great person. I think she had the best interest for the city of Grenada in her mind. Great grant writer. You know,
Yes.
it's kind of like a 2-for-1 deal. You got a grant writer and a city manager in one.
you know what? I wish you got any of her contact information.
I have a contact.
We need some grants for small city big dream.
Lakeela White, hey, she just put up a thing the other day. Hey, she got Grants Unlimited. That's her thing. Her name on it.
We're gonna
Grants
reach out to
Unlimited.
her.
Reach out to Lakeela White. She down in Hattiesburg.
Either way.
I'm
We're gonna reach out to her.
We're gonna reach out to her.
Right.
We're gonna get our one of our executive producers
Mhm.
that deals with our podcast.
All right.
We're gonna get them to reach out to
Right.
her. Yeah, cause we got a great executive producer on our team.
Right.
We got a hell of a executive producer.
Yeah, that's true. But Mike, we had a couple questions. Some
Yeah.
Go
people
ahead.
people sent in some questions for us. One of the first questions, Quitty, you can go and ask that one.
Okay, was being a city councilman a dream of yours, or was it just an opportunity that fell in your lap?
Being a city council have always been a dream of mine. I ran some years before I ran against Councilman Pete Wilson
Okay.
when I stayed at 478 West Govan Street. That was my first time ever really getting into the politics side of it. I lost to Pete up on the hill. So I lost it. I came back 4 years later, and I was in the same house, but somehow the address I was staying in was the only house that got carved out of
Ooh.
that ward,
Wow.
which put me into another ward. Now the house across the street stayed in there, and the house on this side stayed, but I got carved out. Okay, that put me against the Honorable Reverend Ernest Hargrove.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I ran against Reverend Hargrove. My first time running against Reverend Hargrove, I lost by 2 votes. Lost by 2 votes. A great Reverend Hargrove, great competitor, great man of God. Wishing nothing but the best. Hey, like I'm standing on the shoulders of Reverend Hargrove right now.
You know what I liked the most about when y'all two ran against each
Right.
other? It would never know your side saying nothing negative about him,
No.
his side saying
No.
If it was, I never heard it.
Right. I'm gonna tell you something. A young lady, she's no longer with us now. Miss Lou Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Lou Washington said, Michael.
William mom.
Right, Will Mom. Will Washington. Miss Lou said, Michael, I love the way you run your campaign. And I can't talk about something I don't know about. So I can't talk about Reverend Hargrove because I don't know about Reverend Hargrove.
Right.
Only thing I can tell you about is what Mike Smith can do. You know, and so I lost against them. Hey, I picked up. I thank the Lord for the opportunity. The Lord gave me another opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, and since that day, since the day of the election, just a sense of calm came on me. The only thing I remember the Lord telling me that let me get the glory out of it. You know, and at the end of the night, I won the election by 150 votes. Okay, so the Lord put me in a position. Maybe the first time He said, "Hey, you ain't ready yet." You know, let me put you back. You ain't ready yet. I know you think you're ready, but you ain't ready for what you're about to come.
He ain't gonna put too much on nothing with the
That's
back
right,
end.
yeah. So He put me back in, let me mature a little bit more. So this time, he said, when I give it to you, you'll be able to handle it with grace. And that's why I wake up every day and thank the Lord for the opportunity. You know, thank the Lord for everything. But I couldn't have done it without my family. I couldn't have done it without my support team. You know, because when you're out there campaigning, knocking on doors every day, when you're beating the bushes, when you're sending out mail-outs, when you're putting up signs, you gotta have some support teams. You gotta have somebody praying for you.
You ain't gonna be out there by yourself putting them signs out.
Huh?
You ain't gonna be out there by yourself putting them signs out. You ain't gonna be out there by yourself sticking it in everybody's mailbox.
I did.
By yourself?
By myself. I had a group of kids that came out that wanted to help. One Saturday
That's what I'm
morning.
saying.
Right.
I'm saying, like, you ain't gonna go to each individual house by yourself. You gonna have to have some help somewhere.
I did. I had a couple, some kids, but I went back. I knocked on every door in my ward.
Yeah.
Knocked on every door. Every door.
No, man.
Knocked on
That's
every door.
When they come to the door, what's the first thing you see?
I introduced myself.
Like say you knock on my door. Let me hear you knock on my door.
I knocked on your door. Knock, knock. You come to the door. Hey, is Tommy right here? Hey, I'm Tommy Ray. Hey, Tommy Ray. My name is Michael Smith. I'm running for city councilman in your area. I'm asking for your support.
Okay.
And whatever question you got for me, I answer them. And before I leave, I tell you, hey, if I don't matter who you vote for, whether it's me or the next person, just come out and vote.
So
At the end of the day, I just want you to come out and vote.
Yeah.
Ray thinking
Let the
like,
Lord lead you which way to go.
he thinking like Friday. He's gonna slam the door. Are you ready for Jehovah's Witness? No, Mike, we ain't trying to hear all that, baby. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. We ain't trying to hear all that. But that's good though. That's dedicated.
Yeah, that's dedication.
That's dedication.
You went did all of them.
Mm-hmm.
You deserve to win.
I got you. I got you.
You know, none against Pastor Hargrove, none of that. You know, it's just time for a change in the city. It's a couple more. You know, that need to be, you know what I'm saying, weaved in and weaved out. But there's neither here nor there. We just want to thank you for everything you've done for your whole heart.
And like I said before, it's up to the citizens of Grenada.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
You
true.
know, and the citizens have to make that decision.
That's
What is the requirement? So a lot of people, like Ray say, it's always a lot of people saying, well, such and such need to get out, such and such need to get out. They done ran a long term.
Right.
What is the qualifications for a person to run for city council?
You know why I asked you that.
No?
You know why I asked that. No.
Hey,
What are the requirements?
requirements.
That boy got
Yeah.
something in mind.
You have, to
What's the
stay, you
requirement?
have to stay in your years at least 2 years prior to an election.
So you need to be standing in the
Stand in the area, the ward that you plan on running 2 years prior to the election.
And how long? So here in Grenada, as a city councilman, you can run forever, correct? There's
Right.
no certain limit.
No term limits.
Okay.
No term limits.
You think there'll be a time where a certain person will just serve, you know? A certain
I'm gonna tell you
Somebody said, Tim said, we need term limits or age limits for office.
Right. Now I'm gonna tell you, and that's got to be where you decide in yourself.
Okay.
I know, I understand. I'm not crazy now. I understand that one day there's gonna be a younger person out there with a little more energy than I got, brighter ideas than I have, and ready to move to the next level.
Gotcha.
That's why I plan on implementing some on my next term, to where I can bring in young folks, male or female, and teach them the ropes.
Right.
So when I decide, you don't have to vote. When the Lord tell me it's my time, okay? Because I know my time comes. When my season's over with, I want to be able to have somebody that I've groomed and showed the ropes.
Right.
That way, you never lose. When I pass the torch,
Your approach.
that's right. It never leaves. You don't have to start over. They know the business at hand.
You said when your season is over.
Mm-hmm.
What season is yours?
Right now, I got all four seasons. Right now, all four
Hey,
seasons. Hey, my time comes. I understand. One day my time gonna come.
He said he got all four of them DT.
Right, all four
Hey,
seasons.
Right
Right.
now, I mean, you just got into
Hey, that's how I feel, baby.
Right.
Baby, I got all four
Oh,
seasons. I'm
man.
staying at the four seasons,
Right.
baby. And I ain't got plans on leaving.
I don't have plans on leaving right now. Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, what I'm gonna drink to that?
Right.
What else we got?
Mike said, hold on, DT, before you move on. Because a lot of them ain't understand what he said. Mike said he's staying at the four seasons and he ain't got plans on leaving. So whoever run against him, yeah, is in trouble. That's what he said. He ain't said it that way.
May the
He-
Lord prevail. That's all I say.
He said, may the Lord be with you. DT, he Said my Lord be with you, can he with him?
But we got some more questions. So
Okay.
this was a two-part question.
Go ahead. Okay.
What has been your biggest challenge since becoming the city councilman? And also, has it changed your personal life? So do you have to move in a different type of way since you have become?
Balance working.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. What has been my biggest challenge? My biggest challenge, I would say, is my biggest challenge is the citizens doesn't really know what the responsibilities of a city councilman are. They've never known that. So, and they kind of get it mixed up with a county supervisor. Okay, so the city councilman job is to make policies for the city. Okay, and once I've learned to educate people on what the responsibilities of a city councilman are to them, then I could better help them. But some of the things they ask me for, I can't really do it because it's against the law.
That ain't for you. That's for the
right.
supervisor.
That's for the supervisor, or that's against the law. Period. But so far, with the help of mature, seasoned people that has been around the city for a while, leaning on them for some direction and some guidance, it has really been easy. I hadn't faced any racism, even when we covered the statute. People know your personality and they approach you as such. You know, even if they don't like it, they approach you with a respect because you approach them with a respect.
That's
So,
the main thing.
right, most people know my character. They know if I tell you I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. If I can't do it, I'm gonna come back and tell you I can't do it. You know, so I haven't had it so far much as challenges right now as the city. We are gonna have some challenges because we're trying to turn the corner now. Forever we've played defense, but now we want to play a little offense. We want to run the ball. Before we was reacting to what was going on. Now we want to start making things happen. So we're cleaning up a lot so we can start moving forward. We're cleaning up a lot of the clutter so we can put the city back on the right path to being great again.
And you know what though? What you just said make a lot of sense because it followed in my life a lot. I'm an on-site supervisor for the company I work for, and no matter what, I respect all my employees,
Right.
so they respect me. I don't go with them with no disrespect, no matter what's going on.
Right.
And if I tell them I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it.
That's right.
And if I can't do it, I'm gonna let them know. Like it's out of my reach. I ain't got that much power. Like that's I do this right. They all whenever there's something over my head, I tell them.
That's above my pay grade.
It's above my credit. I can't help you with it, but I can point you in the right direction.
Right.
Okay.
With you being a councilman, I feel like if there's something going on that you personally can't do, long as you help the person as much as you can, man, they'll love you feel.
Right. I'm gonna answer part 2 of that. Has it changed my life? Being a city councilman doesn't change who you are. It simply reveals who you are. It hasn't changed my life. It's only enhanced my life. I've had the opportunity to meet new people, making new friends. I've had the opportunity of going places I've never would have had the opportunity of going before. Challenges that I never would have faced in the shell I was in, but now in the atmosphere I'm in, it gives me the opportunity to face challenges and difficult. But as far as anything else, man, it has been great for me. It has been great for my family. So it's an opportunity that I dare take lightly. So just being city council means the world to me because now somebody trusts me enough to, because I handle your finances. You know, I handle your taxes, your money, and I want to be a good steward over your money. I'll make sure I'm not just wasting your money on any little thing. If you come to a city council meeting, you gonna hear me ask every time, hey, how are we gonna pay for that? How is it gonna be paid for?
Yeah.
You know, you can build a stairway to heaven. I want to know how it's gonna be paid for. Right. Now, I'm not gonna put that on the citizens. You know what I'm saying? I want to know how it's gonna be paid for. I just want to be a good steward of your money.
Okay. Speaking of how it's gonna be paid for, I got a question.
Right.
Where we at with the water system?
Where we at with the water system? Great question, man. We just met Monday night. Okay. I talked to Councilman Johnson today. I talked to a couple more other councilmen to try to see where we are with it. They want to put in $11.5 million water filtration system. $11.5 million water filtration system. And what that is where every household should have bottled like drinking water. Okay? Like if you went to the spring and got it out, if you went to the water fountain and got that bottle like a crystal clear water. Right?
Like that right there.
Like that right there. Like the Niagara. Okay? Okay?
Niagara.
So everybody want that crystal clear water.
Yeah.
But we face challenges. Okay? And where some of my questions are, if we have clear water, good water, coming through bad infrastructure or dirty pipes, is it really going to do any good? It leaves the well clean, but it's running through dirty pipes. And right now, we have a bad infrastructure problem. Okay?
As the pipes and all of that.
Going on.
Right. We have a bad infrastructure. We have pipes busting all over the city. I bet today we got 20-some leaks in the city of Grenada. So before we can put a filtration system in, we have to fix the infrastructure. And once we fix the infrastructure, then we can put in the water filtration system. Because I want you to have clean drinking water. But I don't want to take clean drinking water and put it in the ground. Okay? I want to make sure we're running through clean pipes where it can get to your house. And Councilman Eric Harris area in Fruiterville, man, right before Christmas Day, we had people out there without water. We had guys working Christmas Eve all day, Christmas Day all day, just to restore water on Christmas night at 11 o'clock. Okay? So we have an infrastructure problem. So we must get that fixed first. You know, if you go down Govan Street, we got water just running down the highway. You know, if you go over here on Poplar Street, we got water just running. If you go over here on Pearl Street, we got water just running. Because we have an infrastructure. We fix it right here, hour later it busts down here. Because those pipes have been up for years, hundreds of years. So once we fix the infrastructure problem, I have no problem with getting clean drinking water. But we must do this in phases. And I dare not for the citizens of Grenada to bear the burden of $11.5 million. You know, because if your water bill goes from $40-some to $75,
I'm gonna be mad at him.
I'm mad as all.
Alright, so that's why
I'm mad at him.
Right. So
let me tell you something. Right now, with my water bill at, hey, boy, it ain't nothing but the grace of God. Hey, Lord, I am a shepherd. DG, my water bill go up $75.
Some guy changed them. You coming to the city council?
Okay.
Huh?
You going to them, huh? You going to talk to them?
I'm bypassing them. I'm going to the city manager.
Okay.
So
I ain't talking to Margaret. I'm talking to Matt. Hey, Matt, look, I don't know what's going on.
Some gotta change.
I'm gonna have my bill in my hand. But this shit here, this ain't right.
Right.
And then water. Look, I'm gonna have the bill in this hand. I'm gonna have a glass of water in this hand.
Right.
It's gonna be bright.
So we just passed the bill. We're looking to get funding for the citizens of Bull Springs because they're on a moratorium. And what a moratorium is that their water system is so outdated that you can't build new houses out there. You can't add no new houses. You can't add no more new construction because it's so outdated it can't handle pressure. So we're looking at trying to get them a new water system out there.
So y'all go out there and focus them first for y'all come in with us.
Well,
You said what you said.
I said what I said. My thing is though, the citizens of Gore Springs will have to pay for that. Not the citizens of Grenada County, but the Gore Springs community will have to pay for theirs. You know, unless y'all want to help pay for water that you are.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Okay, all right, okay. So.
Well, one of our viewers have asked, and with your everything that you brought forth, what's going on with the sports complex? I know you brought
sports complex. We just got the bond got passed last month with the sports complex. We did get the bond passed, so the bond is passed. The tourism tax we have collected. We're right at $800 and some thousand in a special account of the tourism tax. Okay. So we have money there for the
from where they took the taxes up on everything.
Right. That
and they only got 800.
800,000. You think about it now.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. You think about it, you only get a
$1
penny off $100. It ain't been doing that long.
800,000. That's a lot.
That's it.
What you mean? That's
think about it, right? You only getting a penny off of people that eat at a restaurant and stay in a
restaurant. I mean,
if they got $800,000, I want to let you know they don't got thousands for me.
Nah, man, you ain't no restaurant that much stay up. I know you ain't staying in hotels here.
You not here in Grenada?
Like, if you stay in hotels
Move right
Keep it rolling. Let's go ahead.
We ain't talking about hotel. We talking about restaurant.
Councilman Mike, let's go ahead.
You want to move along now?
Yeah, you want to go now.
we do
Go on
have,
what you saying, man. Go on what your
a
business.
sports complex. We do have a layout for the sports complex. We have a layout with 8 fields. We have it for different phases of it. We have everything that you need to know. It's a copy of this in City Hall.
Okay.
If you ever want to go by, take a look at it. I think Reggie had one in the paper a couple weeks ago. Reggie Ross. Okay? So, the managing editor of the newspaper. Hey,
Right.
Reggie's doing a great job with the newspaper.
I always been doing a great
So,
job.
we're on board.
You know, Reg, my nigga.
Yeah, I know. So,
Like
my
you know
nigga-
Reg?
yeah, I know Reggie.
Yeah.
Like you know him.
Yeah, I know him.
How long you been knowing Reg?
I've been on Reggie. I've known Reggie for a long time, man.
I've been doing it too.
Killer Ross, I've been knowing him.
Right beside.
Killer Ross.
Yeah.
Killer Ross.
Yeah.
K-I-L-L-A.
I've been knowing him for a long time.
Straight out of.
Did you know Reg? Did you know Reg was a cute dog?
I've been my grandma, his mama house and my grandma house right beside each other.
I know that.
Mid loose. I've been doing Reggie. You know what I'm saying?
His mama work at the daycare.
Yeah, that was mid loose.
Right.
I'm talking about. I'm telling you what I know, not what I heard.
But
I've been
the
doing.
sports complex, man, we started dirt work on it. We started dirt work. We're approved Monday night to start the bid process, where we can open up for bid for contractors. Say, hey, I can do that for this amount of money. I can do that for this amount of money. So
Okay.
that's what we're
Is it gonna be anything else out there besides the
Sports complex?
Yeah.
Yes. It's going.
There you go.
We're gonna have an opportunity for restaurants to come, possibility of hotels coming out there. It's a big plans for that area out there. They're gonna beef it up. May have housing out there. Restaurants, definitely some restaurants have already committed. Hotels have already committed to come down.
That'll be nice. It's definitely needed. That's a nice area too, cause it's right off the highway.
Right.
A lot of people see that.
Hey, that little area right there not Yukon. What was the snowball's thing?
Yukon,
That's Yukon?
Mhm.
Okay. What's gonna be right there?
Right now, it's no plans. The guy's just developing it for a commercial area, just in case a business wanted to come. Then it would already be level. It would already be ready.
So it's a lie about Cracker Barrel?
Hey, I've been around these parts for a while now. Cracker Barrel been coming for what, 20 years now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So if Cracker Barrel wants to come, all they have to do is make a call to the city of Grenada
You know,
and get a permit.
it's a couple different businesses that I've never been in a meeting,
Mhm.
but I've heard through the grapevine that it's been a couple different businesses trying to come, and the powers that be done exit them off. Cracker Barrel, Home Depot. Them
Well,
two of the major ones.
I can honestly say, since I've been city councilman, I haven't sat in a meeting where anybody have turned any businesses away. Our goal as city council is to bring as many businesses to town as possible. I'm not the one that want to go out there and land a 500 industry job. Okay, I don't want to land 500. I don't want to have them employ 500 people. I take 75 here, 100 there, 30 over here, 40 over here, because that's steady growth. That's steady growth. And if you have a big impact where you get 500 at one time, think about it. Something happens, you're gonna lose 500 at one time. So I take 75 from this company, 125 from here, 80 from here. That spreads it out. That spreads the growth out, and it's gonna be continual growth and continual tax.
Cause I know they was saying Home Depot was supposed to be going out there beside what they did out here? Applebee's.
Tommy, I can tell you this right here. You can bank on this. You can take this to Las Vegas right here. 99.999% of the time, if any business want to come to Grenada that's gonna better the improvement of Grenada, I'm gonna vote for it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you can go to Las Vegas at 99.9% of the time. Any business that want to come to Grenada that's gonna better the economy and better the citizens of Grenada, I'm voting for it.
That's gonna work for it.
All right, I'm voting for it. So you don't ever have to wonder if they want to come and it's gonna better Grenada.
If I'm
Consider here.
gonna let you know
Councilman
now
Smith
because I got your
says
personal
done.
number in my phone.
Right.
We'll see that in the paper.
I got
Yeah.
I got your personal number.
Right.
If I hear about a business supposed to be coming, and then they say no, I don't hear about it, I'm gonna call you. I'm like, Mike, what happened?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like I told you before, I'm transparent. I don't have anything to hide from anybody.
You gonna have to talk to me.
That's why I try to live out.
Cause I ain't gonna hang up the phone till we get done talking.
Right. So I'm gonna tell you something, Ray. I remember this summer, they had a block party on Olive Street.
Mm-hmm.
Block party on Olive Street, and party was going well. You know, it was going well at first. The party was going well at first. I even went out to make sure everything was running right. Okay. During the course of the night, we had some intruders coming in. They wanted to have a little gunfire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was there throughout the whole process.
Yep.
Making sure everything was shut down, making sure everybody was okay. I made sure the citizens was okay, nobody was hurt. I went home at 3 o'clock that morning. Okay, make sure it was done. I got up the next morning. I went out with those guys. Helped clean up all the broken glass, all the beer bottles, all the paper, everything. I got up on Sunday morning, helped those guys because I want to be the one I'm in the trenches with you.
Yeah.
Right? And that was my reason for running for city council. Okay? I want to let you know the young people you have a voice. From the young to the old.
Mm-hmm.
I want to let you have a voice. And for so long, our people have not had a voice. The young folks have not had a voice. You know, so I want to let you know your voice counts. That's why I ran for city council.
Okay.
Since you speak of party, this was a question that a lot of people asked us. They've been asking on social media. Some people told us to ask you since you wanted the city councilman.
Right.
So with COVID going on, we know a lot of parties have been shut down.
Right.
Because you can't have a lot of people around.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the bars and clubs, a lot of people saying that the African American and black businesses have been shut down to throw parties. But it's certain businesses which are ran by or owned by white people are still open. A lot of people been saying one business is the sports center. So they wanted us to ask you, why is that, such and such can't throw parties here and there, but this particular business or some other business can still be ran?
As long as they're following the city ordinance. We never told anybody they can't have a party. If you follow the city ordinance, which our ordinance says must be shut down by 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Okay? We didn't tell anybody they couldn't have it. It just have to be over with at 10.
Hmm.
But unfortunately, for our race of people, we don't come out till 11 o'clock, right, to get the party started.
Right.
So that's why a lot of our parties are shut down. Sports Center, they're social distancing. They're wearing masks. Okay? They shut down at 10. Why? We shut them down before. Okay? So we're not discriminating. We're playing it by the book. We've written tickets to many people, not just of the black descent, but from the white also. Okay? We went in one place and wrote everybody in that ticket, plus the owner ticket. So we're not discriminating. We just want everybody safe. Okay? I know sometimes it seems like that, but once you really look at everything, we have officers out working. Our interim police chief, Mr. Douglas, he's out working. Door to door. We have officers out going door to door, making sure people wearing masks. We've written citations. We've written business citations. I know one business personally, we went in and wrote a citation to every customer in there and to every employee. Okay? So we're not taking COVID lightly at all. Because at the end of the day, we're trying to make sure that we keep Grenada safe and the citizens of Grenada. Unfortunately for us, we may have to move our party times up. But we've never told anybody they couldn't open.
Okay.
You just gotta respect the ordinance and the ordinance that the governor has put in place.
Is it still a curfew here in Grenada?
It's still a curfew here in Grenada.
What's the curfew?
The curfew has been moved back to 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay? And we understand you can't party per se. But if you're moving in and about at a convenience store, you're moving, we have some areas of opportunity on the curfew. We're working those out. Because when you talk about private property, so what people don't understand, a lot of places where they see people hanging out at is private property. Okay? So we can't necessarily just do that on private property. Okay? So we have to be careful we don't get ourselves in any type of situation. So but we're governing equally.
Okay.
All right?
What you say, DT?
I was just talking to my counterpart over here, my co-host. Okay, thank you for that, Mike. 'Cause a lot of people been asking that.
Yeah.
What we got some people say. What does the time have to do with COVID? Is it saying that more people tend together after 10? COVID must get off at 10:30.
COVID don't get off at 10:30, but we're trying to do that to put something in place. if only thing, other thing we can do is shut the town down. And if we shut town down, we shut jobs down. And we shut jobs down, people don't get paid.
Let
So
me
we
ask
have
you
to
a
be
question.
reasonable with
Because
it.
I've seen in other places, other countries,
Mhm.
all over, that was the best way for them to help. They shut everything down for 14 days. Don't nobody make no money. The city don't make no money. Things that nature. And that'll help. Around here, we got a lot of people. You know, you got, especially in Grenada, this is how I personally feel.
Right.
It's a certain amount of people, I ain't gonna say run Grenada, but it's a certain amount of people that have certain powers that others don't. So if they say they don't want certain things shut down, then it ain't gonna be shut down. But do you feel personally from you, if we just shut everything down completely, that COVID will be kept in place? Versus now to where if you have a curfew at 10, you just telling me I have to go in the house at 10 o'clock, but I'm still out from 9 p.m. up until 5 a.m. when I wake up.
But you should be wearing your mask, should be social distancing. You shouldn't be just standing in one particular place at that time. But if we shut the city of Grenada down for 2 weeks, that's not going to cure COVID. Because what about the person who just got COVID? So they still got a 10-day window or 14-day window. So we can shut it down for 2 weeks, and that's still not going to shut. We would almost have to shut. We would almost have to shut the city down for a month.
Okay.
You know, if you really want to look at it, because and that's still not going to cure everybody.
Right.
You know, so shutting the city down for 2 weeks, it will help. Right, it will help, but it's not going to do it. That's why you got to stand up. You got to take the vaccine.
Okay.
Got to take the vaccine.
Mike,
You think everybody should take the vaccine?
I think check with your local physician.
Your local position.
Check with your physician.
Mike.
Make sure. Yeah.
hey look, I want to let you know him in front of all of our meetings.
Fine.
That you ain't messing with it.
I ain't taking no vaccine.
I mean, that's your choice.
Hey, look, Mike, I ain't taking no vaccine.
Right.
Look, I'm gonna tell you why. But Mike, it's just I'm put all my problem with God. I'm pray that thing out.
I'm gonna tell you something about God now.
What about it?
All right. It's good to have faith,
Okay.
right?
I'm finna get what you feel.
But sometimes God gives the physicians
Mm-hmm.
the ability to heal. Okay, He gives the physician's ability to make a cure in the form of a medicine. Okay, so don't think now. Back in the biblical days, they lived in a different time than we live in.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We live on grace and mercy. Okay, so when Jesus went to the cross,
Mm-hmm.
okay, that changed things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's good to have your faith in God. It's good. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, but the evidence of things not yet seen. Okay, so God had gave doctors the knowledge to create a cure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it ain't gonna be no ravens coming when the brook dry up to bring you meat and to bring you bread. Okay, I'm telling you, keep your faith in God and understand that God had gave the physicians the ability and the power to make them.
And then let me tell you this. God,
Go ahead.
God done gave me the ability. No, I'm seeing on the news. I'm seeing all across social media. We got between now and then.
Right.
We got social media. We can see. I'm here in Grenada, Mississippi. I can see way in California.
Right.
Way over there.
Right.
I see people taking this shot and stuff still happening to them.
But
People
do you
take-
know
people
what the
take- hold on.
cause was
People-
before?
People taking the shot and they getting the where they like kind of paralyzed. Some man took the shot and his whole tongue done swole up and he can't talk.
Right.
Mike, I can't talk. What am I do? I gotta talk. One thing I do, Mike,
You gotta talk.
I gotta talk. Mike,
Right.
I just don't feel like they got all the kinks worked out of this thing.
You gonna wait on it.
The thing about it, Mike, I'm 28 years old. I've never in my life had a flu shot.
I haven't either.
Never. I ain't never had a flu shot. Mike, I would be plumb stupid to go out there and let these people stick me with a new needle talking about some. This right here, this gonna be the vaccine. You ain't gonna never catch COVID.
Right.
And I'm already knowing, Mike, that I can't even catch COVID.
So
Right.
if you get cancer, do you go to the doctor? Or do you,
I can't, Mike.
you can't catch that either?
I can't catch COVID.
Okay.
I can't catch cancer.
Okay.
Look,
Okay.
I already
I believe in you,
Mike.
man.
I done already had a machine trying to take me out. Look, I'm still here.
You still here. By the grace of God.
God.
Right.
ain't no doctor did nothing for me.
Okay,
Doctor can't do nothing for me. Doctor can't do nothing for me that my Lord and Savior won't allow him to do.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
It's something.
I love talking to people that have a biblical insight.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? From a personal testimony.
It's something about Jesus, Mike. Cause let me tell you.
It is.
See, they think I'm joking, but I'm serious.
Right.
Look, Mike. When I messed up my hand, a lot of people, I ain't even told a lot of people this story.
Right.
My hand got caught in the machine that worked. This machine is like,
right.
where I was working at, it was the plant. They make the little pads that's between your chicken and that that pad. They make them. My hand got caught up on the debug roller, which is a big steel roller with diamond imprints on it.
Okay.
This machine just goes. When my hand got caught in the machine, it pulled me in, started my pinky, and pulled my arm in there. Machine cut off by itself.
Right.
Everybody wondering, how machine cut off? Did you cut off? I ain't touched it. I'm stuck in there.
Right.
How machine cut off?
Could have been a safety mechanism device in place. But let me tell you something.
It was God.
It was God.
It was the Lord.
I know.
God.
And I believe you.
It was my,
let me tell you something. Sometimes the Lord allows us to go through things
Yeah.
so you get a testimony out of it, okay?
And
So
he
now
took
he's
me-
trying to tell you.
He took me through that to let me know. You know, look, hey, nah, that ain't for you.
What ain't for you?
Vaccine.
Working.
Vaccine.
Okay.
Look, the difference between me and a lot of people,
Right.
they want to get to know the Lord.
You already know him.
I know him.
No.
They want to get to where he live.
Right.
Guess what?
Right.
I know where he stays.
You know where he stay?
Oh
Where
my
he stay?
Lord.
Huh?
Where he stay?
I can't tell you. Look, Mike, if I tell you that, you don't got cheat code. Hey, look, ain't no cheat code to that.
No, it's no cheat code, man. He simply lays it out in the
Oh
Bible.
my goodness.
Lays it out.
Hey,
But you got to read the book, though.
You got to wait your turn to when he come to you and tell
Oh
you
my
where he
goodness.
stay,
Right.
when you can talk to him.
Right.
Uh-huh.
They
Right.
call on their phone. Yeah, what? They get the business signal.
Right.
Not you though.
I'm going straight.
Right through.
Hey,
You know, and then it's good you say that.
Goodness.
Because let me tell you something. If you dial 226-8374 in your phone, right? No name is gonna pull up, right? Because you've had no conversation with that person. But when God has your number saved, and when you call him, it pops up that says Tommy Ray on the call ID. So he knows who's calling him, right? So he knows to answer the phone, that's Tommy Ray. But when you have no communication with God, then he don't know who's calling him. And sometimes we don't answer numbers we don't know. Okay, so when God don't know your number, he don't tend to answer. Sometimes he'll let go the call waiting.
he gonna answer me.
Cause
It ain't just gonna say Tommy Ray.
It gonna
say Tommy Ray Jr.
Okay, all right. That's what I'm talking about.
If he standing around some people, if God up in heaven,
Right.
he standing around some people, they having a conversation now, and I pop up on their call ID.
Right.
You know, hey, y'all hold on a second.
I need to get this.
This one of the ones.
That's right. That's what they could be saying.
Hey, this
Right.
one of the ones.
Right.
God gonna let them know.
That's right. So come on with it then.
Goodness.
Come on with it now.
Mike,
He coming with it.
Mike,
Come on, man.
I'm
He
telling you.
coming
Hey,
with it.
Tommy Ray Caldwell Jr. coming to a church near you.
I'm telling you, Mike, before 2021 over,
Right.
I'm gonna have my own church.
Right. Okay.
Hey.
I'm gonna have my own church. I'm gonna invite you over one Sunday.
Right.
I want you to come see me.
And preaching.
Come see him.
Right.
Sit in the pulpit with him.
Now I don't come to everybody's pulpit now. I don't
We
preach in
invite
everybody's
you.
pulpit. Unless I'm
Who
inviting
is
you.
Mike, look. The thing about it, I said I'm gonna invite you.
Right.
I said I'm gonna invite you to come see me. I didn't say you were gonna preach at my church. It's only one preacher at my church.
Okay, that's all right.
That's you.
One pastor.
And I ain't gonna be doing too much preaching, Mike. You know, the difference between me and the rest of these people,
Right.
they be doing all this preaching. I ain't preaching to them.
I'm trying
I'm
to
preaching
preach.
to them.
You what?
I'm preaching to them.
Okay, that's what's up.
I ain't preaching to them.
Right.
I don't do no preaching. All I do is reach out to my people,
Reach out.
and I grab their hand, pull them closer to me and God.
That's what's up, man. Hey, you got a good philosophy. Got a good philosophy now.
Cause you know
But the
why?
Bible say
You know why? You know why I got a good philosophy? Tell them why I quit.
Why quit it? Why quit it?
Tell them why they teacher quit it on them.
Right.
Cause your dad got a good philosophy.
No, man.
Wait. Shit, I don't know.
Oh my
That's what's up, man.
goodness.
That's what's up.
You know, and what's crazy? I'm the podcast prophet.
That's the only prophet he is.
One
Oh,
thing,
oh, oh,
but one thing you got a problem with is listen.
That part.
I listen.
You don't have to say listen hard.
I listen. Me and Mike been talking. Mike, the thing about it, the whole time Mike been talking, what you been looking at, Mike?
Right.
Dead in my eyes.
Because he right beside you.
And when I look off and look back, get what you still looking at.
Yeah. The Bible says you look into a man's eye, you look into his soul. Right. That's why I look people in that eye.
And
I'm
I done
scared
felt
to
you,
ask
Mike.
you what
Right.
you see.
Hey, the man know me.
I'm gonna tell you another thing. We're gonna get on. The Bible said there are some things that seem right, and then there are some things that are right.
I'm right. I'm right for
Okay, I'm just saying.
I am right.
I know.
I all right.
Okay.
Say some things that's all right. I all right.
Okay.
Councilman Smith.
Let's go.
Bag back.
Let's go with it.
Bag back.
So, hey, Monday we know that it's gonna be Martin Luther King Day. Are we having a Martin Luther King parade this year?
As of right now, no.
Okay.
Ain't no way y'all gonna cancel Dr. King.
The city doesn't have anything to do with it. That's on Martin Luther King committee, which Councilman Johnson and Faye Taylor, Dorothy Faye Taylor, are the head of the Lewis Johnson committee. So,
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you what these people been saying now. They can either let us have the parade, or we gonna let us have the parade.
That's cool.
That's what the people been saying. Now I ain't got nothing to do with it. Cause,
All you have to
'cause
do
Monday I
come
may
to
be at
City
work.
Hall,
I may be at work Monday.
apply for a permit.
Look,
Right.
I'm telling you now what they gonna do. These people they gonna, hey Mike, they ain't gonna go around riding or nothing.
Right.
But they gonna turn the city up like it's parade. You know what happened during Martin Luther King
Right.
parade, right?
Right.
The whole look from Mary Coleman house all the way down to Family Dollar,
Right.
it shut down.
It lit.
You know that, right?
Right. We don't have
That's
anything.
your water, ain't
And that's Councilman Johnson right there.
they counted up.
Right.
You better
Councilman
call.
Johnson.
You
So,
better call.
Councilman Johnson is a well-seasoned councilman,
Mhm.
and he would definitely know how to work through that.
Hey,
He
hey,
definitely know how to work
hey,
through it.
you better let them know. Don't deep. Mike.
He's
I'm
a seasoned
28 years
councilman.
You
old.
stirring up stuff.
Right.
I'm 28 years
You
old.
stirring up
And
stuff,
out of my
man.
28 years, I ain't never seen them people not be down there for Martin Luther King Day.
Okay. That's a first.
And they said they ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna start this year.
Trust me.
Yeah, he can do that.
We have Councilman Eric Harris.
Uh-huh.
That's a part of it.
He a part of which
Right.
one? Oh, what?
The club that sits down there and feed or whatever.
Mhm.
Right. Councilman Eric Harris. Between Councilman Eric Harris and Councilman Lewis
They
Johnson,
got it on.
I'm pretty sure they got it under control. Okay.
Hey,
So
I just want to get
Right.
just want to give y'all a warning so
Right.
y'all have everything together
Right.
because I know these people.
I'm snitching,
And I
right?
ain't snitching. I'm just I'm just letting you know that these people don't have no intent on not being there this year. I'm letting you know.
that's fine.
I'm just doing it because I
We
love you.
welcome all participants to the city.
It ain't gonna be.
We take
it-
all concerns.
Look, Mike, I'm letting you know because a lot of things that's going on in the world today.
Mhm.
It's just gonna be a lot of us.
Right. That's fine.
It is. It's gonna be most of us.
That's fine.
You may have 1, 2, maybe 3.
Right.
If you have over 3, I'm shocked and surprised.
Throw through what?
Okay. Okay.
So
I would
But
do what? I would love to.
he called it.
I didn't catch it.
Tell him what I'm talking about, Mike.
So it'll be fine. I'm pretty sure Councilman Johnson, Councilman Eric Harris could definitely work through that.
You really don't know?
I don't.
Oh, it's
Okay, come on.
Let's go.
What's the next question?
You sure you ready to move on?
Yeah.
You ain't got no more prophesizing to do?
I'm done.
We gonna shut it down. Mike ain't worried about that. He ain't worried about that at all.
Right.
But one of the topics been going on nowadays is Trump impeachment. It came about on Wednesday when the House decided he would be the first president, if it all the way go through, to be impeached twice. But he also announced that he would not attend the inauguration. A lot of people been asking, does this really matter when it's coming only a few days from Joe Biden going into place?
No.
You don't think it matters?
I understand the thought process behind
Mm-hmm.
it. And we should have, the Senate, House of Representatives, should have taken care of it the first time. When they impeached him the first time. With the president, after he's president, he kind of gets certain benefits after being president, like a stipend for a living, different benefits he acquires after president, Secret Service, and if he's impeached, then he don't get those benefits, and he won't be able to run in 2024. So I understand the objective of it. I just don't want to waste taxpayer money by doing something that's not going to prevail before it's time for Biden to be sworn in office. That's all.
Me, with that right there, well, besides that right there, because right now they saying that after everything that got to take place and all that, it'll probably be like the day before or 2 days before we actually impeached.
Well, you got Mitch McConnell. Said he's not going to entertain it until after Biden is.
But it really ain't gonna matter.
You see what I'm saying? So it really ain't gonna do no.
Right.
Like right now, it ain't serving. No.
Yeah. But with President Trump, you have to watch it. Because he may go in there and start just like people's sentences. He may just start doing away with them, pardoning them. Just people that should stay in prison. He just, hey, you can get out. I'm giving you a pardon. I'm giving you a pardon. Anytime a man try to pardon himself or pardon his family members, you got to watch stuff like that.
Yep.
Because you don't know when things start being uncovered, when the layers start to come back, you don't know what's going on.
So was a man thinking? So was he.
Right.
I heard that. So we hoping Biden will get in and do what they need to do. And, they saying, a lot of people saying something gonna happen at each capital. Gonna happen all over the place, all over America. What happened? What transpired at the Capitol in Washington, with the riot and things of that nature. Ray wanted to ask you, Mike, if you was there, if some stuff jumped off at the city council while y'all having a meeting, people rush up there. What you plan on doing?
I'm gonna protect myself.
Right.
All right, so
that's all you can do.
By any means necessary. And some things I was thinking about as we was talking about that. I look back at the Senate race in Georgia, and it was some significant things about the Senate race in Georgia that we didn't pay attention to. I look at the black gentleman that ran for Senate, who was the first black Senate in Georgia.
Right.
Who church does he pastor?
What is it?
Ebenezer. That's Dr. King, First Church. I look at the other guy who ran, the Jew. He was a Jew when he ran. How old was he? He was 33.
Yeah.
How old was Jesus?
33.
33 when he went on home. Okay? The Lord is showing us some things. Dr. King, the preacher who pastored his church, is not the first black senator of Georgia. Okay? The other guy, he's 33. Jesus. So God is working some things out. Some things that people took for the past are made bad. They try to make Dr. King out to be somebody bad. Now this guy is standing on the shoulders of Dr. King. The congregation that Dr. King had has not pushed him forward, which would have elevated Dr. King in his days. Okay? The Jew. A Jew was elected senator in Georgia when it's been predominantly Republican. Okay, but you got a Jew. Out of all people, you got a Jew. All right? And he's 33. Okay? Jesus was a Jew. And he was 33. So these things are starting to line up. So it's not that it was just a coincidence. God is preparing the way. Right? He couldn't have ran 3 years ago and won. God said, not yet. I got to make this significant. So when racism take place, I want to put it down. I want to cast out racism. When you got the white supremacists, I'm gonna promote a black man out of this Ebenezer church that y'all set on fire. I'm gonna promote him out of this to kill racism in front of a white supremacist. Okay, you look at the lady the people that they beat. One of them is known as a white supremacist. One of them was a billionaire who loaned herself money to campaign. Right. Can you loan yourself $14 million to campaign off of, you know what I'm saying?
I can't loan myself $200.
So you look at things like that. So the Lord is definitely working.
It's working my end right now. I can't do no loaning.
Right.
All I can do is borrow.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to be the bargain sister.
Right.
Bargain and borrower sister.
Right. So look at John also. You know what I'm saying? Look at those things.
Okay. That's a good thing.
Okay.
That's a good thing. Mike, we got a question of the week that we always ask.
Okay.
I don't know if you're going to fool with it, but we got to ask it anyway.
Let's go for it.
So we put it on our
He said he's transparent now.
Well,
all right.
This is the young people talking. But, you an old soul.
You fooled them. You fooled them young folk.
Right. Lean with it rockin' though, man.
Huh?
Lean with it rockin'. That's what they say.
You said who?
They said lean with it
Rock with it,
The
right.
franchise boys. But
I was trying to
hey,
say shit. I
They said walking like he talking, okay?
Oh.
That's what I want to be, man. I want to walk it like I talk. I don't want to be no different, man.
Okay. Check out Mike.
I'm telling you, man.
Big Mike. On the mic.
So,
Big Mike.
hey, my son, man, I call him Cuzzo. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Trey Smith. Cuzzo, right? I call him Cuzzo.
You call him who?
Cuzzo. All right, and one day we was going to Oxford. And we was talking, man, and he was telling me the thing between NBA YoungBoy and somebody, and he was giving me the history. Dad, see that you don't watch everything. Dad, you don't watch the shows, man. He was giving me why somebody got shot, why NBA YoungBoy had too much power over this guy. Why I'm like Trey, I don't know about it. Right, it was like NBA Young, so what I did now, I found myself, I listen to the music, you know what I'm saying? When I ride in my car now, I listen to it. Hey, Young Thug, shout out to Young Thug.
Yep,
okay?
a stepper,
you know what I'm saying? So, I listen to Young Thug, I listen to stuff like that. I try to stay in tune with the young folks because I'm telling you, they're definitely our future. The young folks are definitely our future. Like when you listen to Bodak Yellow, you listen to things that,
Cardi B.
When you listen to WAP, I preach a sermon on WAP, okay? So my thing is, definitely, yeah, right. Okay.
So you did what now?
I preach a sermon on WAP.
Well, what?
So you listen to those things, okay?
Wait.
Right. Let's go with the question of the week.
Yeah, question of the week.
He don't want to talk about it, right?
Right.
He ain't finna buy bags.
Question of the week.
Which one?
He said what?
Did you preach about?
Worship and praise.
Worship and praise.
That what it was?
Right.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
But our question of the week that we had on our Instagram page was, what makes a woman or a man stay in a relationship when they know the person is toxic? So we got a couple answers, and then we'll let you answer.
What makes a woman or man stay in a relationship when they know that it's toxic? It's a lot of different things. Okay. You look at when the relationship is toxic. You look at the love of it. Okay. Because what makes it toxic? You know what I'm saying? What makes their relationship toxic? I'm not saying that person should stay in there, but sometimes they have become so comfortable that it's all they know. And I've seen women be in abusive relationships because they're afraid to get out and adventure into different relationships. And this guy they've been with forever, he's abusive, and they became accustomed to it. Right. I'm not saying that it's right, but I see it all the time. When I say abusive, I'm not only talking about physically, I'm talking about mentally, verbal, all types of ways. So some people become numb to it, and they just rather stay there because that's what they've always have done. Toxic relationships will make a person kill themselves. It'll make a person take themselves out. So it's a lot of different reasons, a lot of different facets. But I've seen people say, "But I love him. I love him." And one young lady said, "You can't help who you love to a point, but
you think you can?
Yeah,
you can help who
you
you
can
love.
help who you love.
I help who I love. When I do, I help
how
them.
You help?
I help them is by leaving them alone, cause love don't hurt. Okay, that's how I help. You know what I'm saying? I help who I love.
It all depends on what flavor of love you got.
What flavor? How many flavors is it?
When you become,
it depends on your age.
No.
As you age,
you learn.
You don't got all different types of flavor of love. And I ain't talking about flavor.
Love hurts, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's some good stuff, though, Mike. I like that.
So what I said wasn't good.
What you say, right? What you say?
I thought as you grow older, you get different flavors of love.
Right.
So your palate changes.
Right. You become seasoned. Okay. So when you become seasoned, you learn experience take you a long way.
Yeah, a long way.
Long way.
I've been out here a long time.
Been a long time.
Now, I'm not saying all experiences are good. But you gonna get that.
No, all experience ain't good experience, but it's better for you to learn from your experience.
If you don't learn from your mistake,
teacher.
You can either learn from your experience or learn from somebody else's experience that's around you in your circle or your family, friends, or whatever. Learn, just as long as you learn. Don't just keep going through the same old thing, not learning.
Right. Don't make some mistakes.
And don't just learn. Pick up and
right. Move on. You take something from.
You got somebody that come and said, "Don't want to leave a 3+ more year relationship that you think may work because you're afraid that you may have wasted the time. Don't want to start over. Has been before." Okay. But we had some people that comment on the question on Instagram. I'm just gonna read a couple of them. It said, why would you stay in a toxic relationship? 100% dependent and have nothing for themselves. They get used to the toxicity, and it becomes normal to them. Low self-esteem, lack of options. Maybe they are scared to leave. Hell, they toxic too. Love, fear of being alone. We had a couple ladies said that baby leg. They said it's too good. The baby leg.
I'm gonna tell you something.
They goddamn
I'm gonna
baby
tell you
leg.
something.
What's that?
I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm gonna be as transparent as I can.
Talk to us.
And
Talk to
still
us.
try to stay respectful with
Yes.
you. Sex is good. Okay?
Right.
Well, it's good too.
So
It's good too, bro.
Right. So
I ain't gonna lie to you.
between a husband and wife,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave it right there. You can read into it, take it however you want to. But sex should be the foundation of a relationship.
Right.
Because all you have is sex as the foundation of your relationship.
You ain't got something.
You don't have anything. Because I'm gonna tell you now, as a man, you're gonna grow older, right? And as you grow older, it's gonna become a time when you can't perform like you used to. So once those sexual desires are over with, then what do you have? What do you do? Do you move on to the next person? Or do you stay there? Because if their relationship is not based on a friendship, then once the sexual desire leaves, what do you fall back on? Because you don't have anything else. You don't have anything else in common. So don't get caught up on the sex. Don't get caught. Now it's good. Don't get me wrong. Hey, I'm like the next man. It's good and dandy, but don't let that be all. If a person can't stimulate you mentally,
Stimulate your mind.
right?
Bring
If
something
they
to the
can't,
table.
right? They can't bring it to the table there. Then after a while, it's gonna take more to stimulate you. It's gonna take more to stimulate you. And I'm gonna tell you, hey, husbands, treat your wife nice. Compliment her. Tell her she look nice. Ain't nothing wrong with slapping on her behind every now and then so that you know you look good.
Yeah.
Compliment her, let her know she look good. Because sometimes you can lose the passion out of a relationship, and that's what kills a relationship. But don't get caught up in the sex now. Sex is a part of a relationship, but it should not be the whole relationship.
Yeah.
That's
They
right.
get used. Some of them say they baby leg, they walk. They say it's too good.
Right.
They focus on trying to ignore
The
all the
worshiping-
red flags.
They see the worship and praise is too good.
No. We talking about the other walk.
The other one.
Yeah. They focus on trying to. I'm gonna get to it.
Look.
They focus on trying to
Oh, with the
ignore
titles
all
and
the
lines
red
and
flags. Yeah.
Whoa!
Because they think they can change a person. They grew comfortable with the toxicity of the relationship. Sweet and empty promises that sound too good to be true. Mind control, scared to start over. I think that's one of the biggest reasons too. That be scared.
Get started over.
Once you get comfortable with a person, you don't want to move on.
You don't want to move on.
Then you gotta tell them all your secrets and all your little dirty lies and what you did.
Start all the way over DT. I start over, add my body count. I've been doing it. Cause you know once a part of starting over DT, that's starting over. Like you finna do everything over. Now you finna learn. You finna get you a new best friend. Finna get you a new lover. And a part of being a new lover, part of making love. And with coming with making love is body count.
You gotta have some bodies to do it.
You got to have some,
Right.
that's just a part of it. It's in a human nature. We human is man and one man is what God said.
God created you to desire.
Yeah.
Desire one. Okay? So he put that inside of you. But as a man, you have to subdue that passion. Because he created you for that one woman that you with, that desire. Right? Now, when he made woman, he made a great thing.
For real.
Trust me, he made a great
Ooh-wee.
thing.
Well,
You know, I can see Adam now saying 36, 24.
Ooh.
I can see Adam right now saying that. Okay? I can see Adam saying that.
If I were ever
What you done did, right?
and God gave me that
I'm saying.
and
She's a
don't
brick house.
don't
Right.
go over that woman. Look, I know I'm be good. I ain't
What you doing? So you
Walking
turn your head.
right over there.
You over there.
Lord didn't tell him that though.
36, what you say?
36,
36?
brick house.
It ain't got to be all of that.
Just a woman.
You take a
Just-
I'm out there with I'm out there just with an apple. Ooh-wee. And you talking about some dog skin
Right?
from Yellow Bush County? Lord, I'm sorry.
Right.
I But I fell short.
You know, Eve had to be nice looking.
Ooh wee.
Because God don't make no mistakes.
Ooh wee.
Everything He makes is perfect.
And sometimes
That's right.
since I'm a man of God,
Right. Okay, all right.
I picture my wife being Eve
Okay.
and me being Adam. I don't know if y'all do this, but me and my wife sometimes we role play. I be standing the door out.
What's wrong with you?
See,
What's wrong with him, Mike?
right, it's
What's
all
wrong with him, Mike?
Don't get caught up in the apple. Right? Don't get caught up in the
No,
apple.
you laugh.
So,
Hey, look.
You don't even eat out.
Hold on.
So you standing in the doorway eating the
I'm
apple?
standing at the doorway eating out with my shirt off. Ain't got nobody paying, cause they ain't got paying back then. Let's go on with it.
That's all we got.
Our live went off, man.
We gonna keep it going. We gonna keep going. We got a free more thing
Ooh.
that we gonna end on with it.
No. All right. A big
Well, we
combo.
can skip past that. We can skip
Okay,
past
all right.
that.
Hey, put my
Well, we're gonna
Don't
do
worry
research
about
about
it. We got some
plug it up right there, cool.
golly, Ray, you crazy.
I need a blow.
We got a free little nude, then we gonna get them up out of here. Beyonce to partner with NAACP to launch COVID-19 housing relief initiative. The NAACP and Be Good, which is a foundation, are providing 100 grants up to $5,000 each to families who are delinquent in their home mortgage or rental payments. So that's a big thing. James Harden got traded to the Nets. He team go with Durant and Kyrie.
that's gonna be a good team.
That should be a good team. If Kyrie can, Kyrie told me he gonna retire or some stuff like that.
He need to give at least 2 or 3 more years.
So, I don't know. He should. I think they all can play together. That's gonna be
Right.
good. Who that is? What? Oh. Rapper YFN Lucci, he done turned himself into authorities in connection to a murder he was allegedly involved in. What happened? Allegedly involved in last month. Ashanti and Keisha Cole got their verses, so they finna battle off with each other next Thursday. This the final date. Ain't nothing else gonna happen.
Bro,
What?
I think them folks gonna holler out something about some, they gonna hold off again. They gonna try to say something about some COVID again.
COVID's been a big thing.
Man, bro, everybody else did their versus battle.
Well,
And he ain't here talking about COVID.
if COVID is there, COVID is there.
Right.
You can't do nothing with it.
I don't think I think they scared.
Well, they can come here.
That's just me. They come what?
They can come to Grenada, sit right here.
Hey, I guarantee you, if Ashanti, you said Ashanti who? Keith Cole?
Mhm.
Keith Cole ain't gotta come, but if Ashanti come, I guarantee you my brother gonna be at your front door. That boy love the hell out of some Ashanti.
I'm gonna need $250 minimum
Hey,
to get in.
he gonna pay it.
That's cool. I'll
He
take
ain't
it
gonna argue with you about your price.
all forms of cash too.
That boy gonna be right here looking for Ashanti.
That's cool too. I appreciate it. Today, happy birthday, LL Cool J and Slick Rick, both of their
Happy
birthdays.
birthday, guys.
For real?
Yep.
To my Mr. I put a Mr. Man
sand.
face in the sand.
Mhm.
That's right.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
Wait.
Before we get out though, Mike, we had one more question, and
Go
then
ahead.
we're gonna leave you alone.
It's
'Cause
all
we
good.
weren't gonna do it, but the line back on, so we're gonna do it. It's a big combo that is sparked this week between Steve Harvey's daughter, Laura Harvey. She is currently dating actor Michael B. Jordan. You know he played Apollo Creed's son in Creed. Laura has dated the Toxic King, Future. I don't know, you know what we just talked about Toxic.
She for the streets.
Yeah, Toxic King. She done dated one of Diddy's sons. She also done dated P. Diddy himself, and also others. So
Hold on, before you go too far.
What?
You said this
She
girl, she dated father and son,
Yes.
like the girl on Four Brothers. Not Four Brothers, but
Yep. That's
Brothers.
Yep.
Not brothers.
Morris Chestnut, Bill Bellamy.
Yeah.
Gabrielle Union dated
That's
Morris
it.
Chestnut and his brothers. Yep. So she the same way, and she done dated others in the industry. So some people are calling her an industry whore.
Oh.
And some are saying she's just a young 24-year-old woman and she weighing out an option. She ain't selling for nothing and she's just dating. So one thing, is it a double standard when it comes to men and women dating today's world?
Yes, it's always a double standard. It's always. And it's nothing that we did or nothing that a man did. But, okay, you can take a man. he can go out there and sleep with 10 women. He gonna be considered popular.
Yep.
That's right. He gonna be considered the prophet. He gonna be considered the man. Okay. A woman go out there and do it. She gonna be considered
Floozy.
She gonna be considered loose. She gonna be
Mm.
unkept. She gonna be considered a lot of different things. We look at those things, and the world and society makes it a double standard. It's kind of like in the Bible when they said they brought the woman in front of Jesus. They said we caught her in the act of adultery, right? And Jesus said, "You without sin cast the first stone." But my thing was, what was the man? Okay. My next thing is, why? How could they catch the woman if they wasn't there or if they weren't looking in the window? Okay. So I don't know what you do in your house if I'm not there or if I'm looking in the window. So it's been a double standard ever since the biblical days, right? But my thing is we can't allow that to happen. We can't judge them because everybody have a past. I don't know what that young lady motive was. I don't know if she was sleeping with those guys or she was just dating them.
And she slept with guys.
How you know?
Hey, let me tell you something. And one thing about all them guys that been named, they slept with that guy. Hey, you can say she did, she did, but hey, look, no, you know, let's just be honest about the situation now. Let's just put all the cards on the table. We're gonna call a spade and a jack. They girl slept with them guys.
We don't know that. We can't
Hey,
Even if she did, I don't think they're wrong with it.
I mean,
I would have a problem if I'm dating a girl and my dad is trying to date.
now that's what's wrong with her. She had no business being with the daddy and the son. Who's daddy?
It's P. Diddy and his son.
P. Diddy and the son. Now you know.
What's wrong with that?
You said what?
I was asking the question. What's wrong with being with the dad and the son?
Quita.
I'm just asking the question. People want to know.
What drug you do now?
I don't do drugs. I'm just asking the question.
You
Right?
tested positive on your COVID.
She done tested positive for COVID-19. What you mean? What's wrong with that?
Okay, so let's just take the snippet from the brothers
Right.
with Gabrielle. She told, who told old boy that, who finally came? The daddy.
Right.
No,
So,
the daddy didn't tell him. He found out from
On the
what she
answer
called
machine.
on the
Okay,
answer machine. She called and left a message.
Okay, I mean, they worked it out.
That's TV, Quita.
Okay.
This is real life. True story.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't normally sleep with a woman that my son has messed with.
No, I wouldn't normally or abnormally sleep with nobody that my son or my daddy done been with.
Right.
First of all, I'm married. Second of all,
That's a good go, man. You're a quick thinker, man. Right on the spot, man.
Hey, second of all, hey, you know, that's just not right. I don't care who you is or where you come from. Sleeping with somebody that your dad or your son have been with.
Gotta have moral standards.
Yeah, you gotta have something about yourself.
That's
Where this girl grandma at? I know where her dad is, but where is her grandma?
I don't know.
Her grandmama and her granddaddy would not be pleased with that. Not forget all the rest of the men she done been with. But them two men right
the
there,
dad and the son.
the dad and the son would be a problem at the Thanksgiving dinner when she arrived.
I have a problem with her dating the son and dad. I don't have a problem with a woman dating just because a woman has to explore her options, especially if she's a single woman. You can date whoever you want. You can do whatever you want. One can't be for one if some ain't for the other. So you can't call a man a hero for doing all this with 10 women, like Mike said, and then call a woman
a whore
for dating 10
Yeah,
men.
that's what I said. Now,
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't got no problem with all the rest of the men she done been with.
She young, she
But
24.
them two men, I wouldn't give a damn when she was 16.
But let me ask you a question.
Them two men right there.
Tom Ray Jr.
Okay, ask me.
So my thing is this
You
right
won't
here.
call my good
Now,
name out.
We don't know if she slept with them all. Because I'm gonna tell
That's all I'm saying.
before I was married, okay, I was with women that I didn't have sexual contact with. Okay, I didn't have sexual intercourse with it. You know what I'm saying? So you can date and see people, but not be sexually active with them. So you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So
Mike,
yes, sir.
let me tell you something. I'm 28 years old.
Right.
Now, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you because I'm a married man now. But I'm gonna tell you before I was married. Way before I married now, before me and my wife, before we, you know what I'm saying? Out of all the people I done talked to, I probably can count 3.
Thank God for growth.
Mike, let me let you know, hey, look, she slower than me.
But this is one thing we gotta realize too, though.
What's up?
These are industry people.
Right.
She's Steve Harvey's daughter. You know, she has to portray a certain image. So she's gonna date, you know, men on her status. She ain't going out here dating somebody like me and you just cause we.
Who?
She ain't looking
I know
good.
she ain't gonna date you because you married.
She didn't date me because I'm married. But I'm saying, if before I was married, she didn't date me because I didn't try to date her.
Right.
That's one thing about 2 things for sure. If I would ever, before I got married, before I had, you know, before me and my wife,
right.
If I would,
you would have got her. 99.9% sure.
I'm about 96. I'm an A.
I got you.
I ain't no B now. But I'm an A.
Yeah. You're a high commodity, man. A black man with a job.
Man.
High commodity.
Not only a job, Mike, I'm a supervisor.
And a 401k.
And then guess what? I wake up and tell people what to do. It ain't too many people that do that.
Right.
Especially not a black man. Mike, you know what's crazy? I didn't realize this to the day. And I didn't even want to do it.
Right.
Because don't too many people of my age and my color do this. I wake up and tell my white man what to do. And they do it.
What time right now? My thing, I'm gonna tell you something, man. As black men, as men in general, we have to change the way we do things. We have to set the standard now for our young men to look up to. For so long, we've done things and they didn't have any role models. So now we got to change that. We got to start doing things in a more positive way now and living a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Because my son, now we hang out together. I listen to the music he listens to, you know, and I do all that with him. And I sit down and play the game with him. I do all that. But some things I'm not gonna do in front of my son. You know what I'm saying? And it's just something I listen to him talk about, you know, his girlfriend and stuff like that. And I listen to him and we have conversations and stuff. And I listen to my daughter and talk about their friends and stuff like that. And I can listen to them. And honestly, I don't give them a father type situation answer because I know what they want to hear, right? But I'm not gonna always tell them what they want to hear. And I give them a friend answer. Now when they come to me on the father level, I'm gonna tell them, you know, y'all ain't equally yoked. You really feel that they do go about their business, and let their girl go about their business. But I don't want to tell them that because if you do, it's just gonna push them closer to it.
Yeah.
So you have to find new ways of.
And see, that's like my dad. The thing about it, he ain't gonna be that. I say he ain't gonna too much be that friend every time. He ain't gonna always come off hard every time.
Okay.
He gonna sit down and he gonna make sure I understand where he coming from.
Right.
He gonna let me know, you know what I'm saying? Well, he gonna put himself in my shoes.
Right.
Well, when I did this and did that,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And me, I can't too much often, with my son being so young, it ain't too much that me and him right now can see eye to eye with.
Right.
I'm just in the teaching mode, trying to teach him and mold him to
but
be.
It's gonna become a time now.
Yeah, I know.
When he get 13 and 14, he starts smelling that perfume.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and his nose get open. And because there's some things that my son experienced. And it was some things that I did when I was younger. You know, I had to punish him, but really I was sitting back like, oh, I did the same thing when I was younger.
Yeah.
So I had to say, man, don't do that no more. This is it. But I'm saying to myself, I did the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
My daddy, he be telling me about my son. He said, think about it. Once he get older, well, as he get older, you're going to start seeing some stuff that you did in him. And, like, right now, he 8. I can see, like, some stuff I was doing when I was 8.
Right.
And I tell him all the time, like, everything you done did,
or
you think about, or trying to do, I done already did.
Right.
No, you did that. I said, you want to call your papa and ex?
Right.
He go, I don't call my dad papa.
Right.
You want to call your papa and ex?
Right.
Yeah, call him.
Right. So that's what it is, man. We do that. We got to start. But the thing is, we got to let our kids know that we ain't perfect now.
Oh no.
So we try to hold our kids to a different standard than what we was.
Yeah.
And I tell them, I ain't saying what I did was right. But I'm gonna let you know, hey, that I went through some of the same things you're going through now. And whether it's with girls, whether it's financial, whether it's schoolwork, or whatever, I was never an A, B student in school. I did enough just to get by, man.
Yeah.
But once I got out, I was like, man, I wish I would have applied myself more.
And that was my problem. Like I was smart enough to be like, I don't say no, just A. I was smart enough to be like an A and B. I ain't apply myself. I ain't really do homework.
Right.
I like in most of my grades, like I kept a high grade, like first semester.
Right.
So at the end of the semester, when they give us that, like English, when I got to high school, I kept like an A and B all through the beginning of the year. So when we got to the end, I know we had to do that big old research.
Right. You gonna fail it.
And guess what? No, I ain't failing. I didn't do it. So I knew with me not doing that, my grade wasn't gonna be low enough for me to fail. Right. But it wasn't gonna be that A and B that I had the first 3 semesters.
Right. So I think about that. And some of the things that push me as hard as I am and make me strive more is because every day I try to wake up and be better than I was yesterday. One of the things that sticks with me all the time is that I had a teacher in high school that told me that I would never amount to anything. They told me I would never be anything because I was in class, we was laughing and joking, you know what I'm saying, like kids do. The teacher told me I would never be anything. I would never amount to anything. I would never, ever be anything. I wouldn't do anything. I'd be nothing but a low life and this and that. But now, though, I'm not saying I'm all that, but the Lord has brought me to a place. And I don't say 99, but I just say, take a look at me now.
Yeah.
Because you told me I wasn't going to be anything.
Yeah.
But now you have to come to me. So sometimes the Lord will make your enemies your footstool, where they will have to come to you.
I had that teacher in, mine was Miss Perkins, my 8th grade teacher. I was bad. I wasn't as bad as I was in 6th and 7th grade, but I was still bad. Right. I was mischievous.
Okay. Right.
And I was starting to grow. I was starting to smell myself.
Right.
And I would let her know that, you know what I'm saying, I'm smelling myself. I know who I am, and I know whose I am.
That's right.
I ain't yours. Right. You ain't mine.
That's right.
And she used to always say, when you get older, you gonna end up in jail. You gonna end up in jail. You gonna be this. You ain't gonna be that. And I ended up seeing her. I seen her last year. I was at a basketball game, and she was telling me like, I can't believe you did this. I can't.
All right.
The whole time I wasn't gonna be no. I had friends who ended up not being nothing because they wasn't nothing in school. Right. It wasn't that I wasn't nothing in school, but I wasn't at my best ability in school. Right. So
that's why now we got to uplift our young folks.
Oh yeah,
let them know that they have the opportunity. One thing for sure, right now, the young adults of Grenada, the youth of Grenada, they now know that they can become president of the United States, black or white. They now know that they can come from Grenada and go to the NFL. They now know that. The youth now know. They now know that you can be a black man and be the sheriff of Grenada County. They now know that. They now know that the opportunities. They now know that you don't have to be 50 and 60 before you become city councilman. They now know that. We've broken so many barriers lately. Our young folks now have chief of police. Our young folks now know that you don't have to live by what it used to be. You can make history now. Right. We have a lot of young adults out there doing great things. We got Tyree Phillip, we got Jannard Avery's, we got CJ Avery's, we got Tyrus Blacks, we got Malik, I call him Grasshopper. We got people, we got young folks all over the place that's doing great things. Okay. And we have to let them know, hey, they doing good. When they do good, let them know they do good. When they do bad, let them know. Chastise them. But still lift them up. Okay? Still lift them up and let them know that, hey, you still have an opportunity. And we got to do a better job at showing our young folks they're still away.
That's true.
We got to do that, man. We got to do that as a community. We got to do that as a race of people.
I think that's what we mostly fall short of, too. We don't let, like you doing good, I'm all on your coattail. When you get bad, you get doing something bad, and you don't ever see me no more.
We can't do that. We can't do that. We got to stay with them. When they doing good, when they doing bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't stop feeding my son when he do bad at school. I still feed him. Okay?
I think about it sometimes.
So, you know, so when they do bad, we got to stick with
my
it.
son gets showing up.
Mhm.
I get thinking what the old me used to say when I started working in the factory. I worked at Seal. That was the old man. He was telling another guy that worked with us about his son was showing out and stuff. So the only thing you gotta do is stop feeding him. He act right. I be thinking about it something. Whenever my son goes showing out,
Right.
cause he be good, but then sometimes he just he get it in him when he want to show out. I be thinking, if I don't feed you, you act right.
Ain't gonna do
Cause
that.
he love to eat.
Right, don't do that though. Don't do that. That's cruel.
If he miss one
Ain't
meal,
right.
it ain't gonna hurt. One meal.
Nah, ain't gonna hurt.
It'll hurt.
But my thing is, don't do that, because now you start playing with it mentally. Okay? So, my thing is now, he don't want to eat on purpose, because what you done has traumatized him. So now he started become anorexic, he started
Now this
losing
one,
weight.
he ain't gonna do that. If I keep one meal from him, he gonna get him something to eat.
Right.
If he got to sneak and get it, or he gonna get him something to eat.
See, when I came along, I grew up in Hawk. And, you know,
Hawk?
I'm from Hawk.
House squad.
That's Hawk Squad, man.
What about Tuscaloosa Church Road?
No, I didn't grow up on Tuscaloosa Church Road. I grew up what they call the back road. Where
Okay.
it's, you see a cafe back there.
Yeah. I know you're talking
do
about.
drop in. You know, so I
You
grew
on
up,
the drop?
I grew up back down with the Nason, with Michael Nason, Robert
Yep.
Nason, William Nason. I ran
Big
with
William?
Yeah, I ran with the Nasons and
What?
I got
Hold
that
on,
King
because
Young.
it's a couple William. Which William?
all of them.
Okay.
I grew with all the Williams.
I work
They
with two
cousins.
Williams.
That's right.
Yeah, I work with two
Mhm.
cousins. One of the Williams, he brothers to Marcus and Timmy.
Mm-hmm.
Then the other William, he brother to dang, what's his brother now? His brother used to drive to school, but and then he used to work at the hospital.
James Nason.
James Nason. Yeah. I work with both of them too.
Right. I grew up down in Hawthorne. I grew up on the back road. Like I said, a guy named King Young, grew up around him. All the Nasons, we grew up around together. And you know, you just didn't come to Hawthorne and just don't be disrespectful. You know, I've seen a little bit of everything. I grew up with some. I've been around a lot of different things. So you learn how to carry yourself, you know, and you learn how to give people second opportunities, because everybody don't have the lifestyle and the same thing that you have. Some people have a misfortune, so you have to learn how to deal with it, you know. And my dad was a preacher, good old Southern Baptist preacher, at church every day for something, you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, he still allowed us to be children. We made our mistakes. We still listen to rap music. We still listen to. And we ain't have gospel on at the house every day. You know what I'm saying? So you know, we still did that. We still did our thing. You know what I'm saying? But he allowed us to. And if it was a Sunday we didn't want to go to church, he didn't make us go. You know what I'm saying? He didn't make us go. But we're gonna be in there a number of Sundays out of you know.
Out of the month.
That's right. You're gonna get your church in now, but hey, you don't want no problem. But just think about it now. Monday night you got this. Tuesday night gonna be this. When you gonna go Wednesday night, you gonna get that time in.
Yeah.
So you may not get it on Sunday, but you gonna get it.
You're gonna get one of them days.
Right, gonna get it in there. Gonna get it in there. So we just gotta get back to the old school, man. Raising our kids. We gotta get back to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We ain't got much else to touch on.
You know what it is though, Mike?
what's that?
Why a lot of stuff they're missing
Mm-hmm.
with these kids nowadays. These kids ain't even know what.
Right. They're not.
A lot of them need their belt. A lot of them scared to whoop their kid.
Right.
A lot of them want to be their kids' friend. A lot of them scared of the backflash they gonna get behind whooping
But
their
let me
kid.
tell you something now. When I was growing up, you had young ladies at 15, 16 who had babies. But that wasn't the norm. That was the rare case scenario. You had young ladies who had babies at a young age, but it wasn't the norm though. When you heard about it, you're like, man, she had baby. Oh man, you know. But now it's common.
Yeah.
It's common.
I remember when I was younger, when like people our age first started having babies. Like, God, no, she had a baby. She pregnant.
Right. That's right.
Now, like it's normal for young girls to, you know what I'm saying, to get
Right.
pregnant early
Right.
like that.
It's just normal, and it's just normal. Now you got the grandmama is 28. You know. And the mama is 17. You know what I'm saying? So you have more now. You have more young folks becoming parents at an early age. You have more young folks, and things are becoming different. And not not to put anybody down or make fun because everybody have their own right. But I remember growing up, and I think about the first gay person I knew. You know, it was two ladies that stayed in a house together, and forever nobody never talked about it. You know, and I thought they were sisters. You know, we walked past them every day. We saw them every day. They would go to work together, would leave together, come home together, be outside doing the yard, doing something like that. For my whole life, I thought they were sisters. Until one of them passed. Now I think I was like 20 something when I found out that was her girlfriend. Because people didn't talk about it. It wasn't so out there like it is now. You didn't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't part of the norm. You know. And I don't judge people because that's God's job to judge. You know what I'm saying? If you cool with it, I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is that's between you and God at the end of the day. Now I know what the Bible says. I'm gonna tell you what's right. But at the end of the day, do I treat them different from do somebody who's on drugs? Because a sin is a sin.
Sin,
right?
sin.
Ain't no big sin, no little sin, no big small sin. So if I'm not gonna talk about the person out there that's cheating, why am I gonna talk about the person out there living an alternative lifestyle? Right. So sin is a sin. I ain't gonna denounce one sin and looking for another one.
Me,
right?
I ain't got no problem with it. I'm just like a person that steals. Don't come around me with that.
Right.
If you gonna be stealing, you need to be over there.
Right.
On that side of the road. Still on that side. Don't come over here in my area with all that stealing.
Right.
Don't come over here in my area with all of that fondling and all of that. I don't play that. We don't play stealing. We don't play that.
Right.
Sin is sin. What I do to the person that's stealing over here in my yard, I'm do to you that's fondling over here in my yard. So come on here. Hey.
We got quit judging. Let God do the judging.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
And then let as the old folks say, every tub got something in his own bottle. Okay. Every tub got something in his own bottle.
And don't sell me no wooden milk.
right.
The Lord me and say.
You know, so hey man, I have definitely enjoyed my opportunity to come
like
to Small City Big Dreams podcast.
Like
I love it, man. I'm gonna tell you. Next time I come back, I'm gonna try my best to bring Councilman Eric Harris.
Okay.
Okay.
You gonna bring by?
I'm gonna bring him by, man. We're gonna stop by, man.
Eric don't want to fool with.
Eric cool, but Eric cool guy, man.
Eric don't want to fool with.
I'm telling you, man.
Nah, he good people.
Small City Big Dreams. Eric Harris coming soon, man.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
Eric good people. I like Eric.
So Eric real good guy. Real energetic. A lot of bright ideas. Ready to go hit the ground running. And he has a lot of opportunity. He has a lot of ideas for Ward 5. He has a lot of great ideas for Ward 5. Hey, give him a chance, work with him, give him an opportunity, and he'll show you the plans that he have this year for Ward 5. One thing we're definitely working on is a vision.
Yeah.
Because the Bible says without a vision, my people shall perish.
Right.
Okay, so we're definitely working on visions this coming year. You know, we're tired of being on defense. Now it's time to, every night you want to throw the football. You know what I'm saying? You don't always want to block. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be a quarterback every now and then. You know what I'm saying? So if we play sandlock football, even if you couldn't throw, now I want to be quarterback this go around.
Yeah.
Quarterback or receiver. You want to be that, man.
Yeah.
Because you want to have opportunity to control the ball. Okay, so this year, the city councilmen are definitely controlling the ball for the city of Grenada. Great things are coming. A segment I'm working on, I want to start a segment called the Councilman's Corner. Okay, I want to start a segment called the Councilman's Corner, to where we can talk about things that concerns the city. If a citizen have a question or comment, they can call in. We can do that. We can discuss that, or we can a newspaper article. But I want to be as transparent as I possibly can for the citizens of Grenada. I have no hidden agendas. I don't have anything I'm trying to hide. I just want what's best for the city of Grenada. You know, and what I do, it's not for one race over the other. I just want to do what's best for the city of Grenada.
Do what's best for everybody.
Best for everybody.
And this was good when you find somebody who want to do what's best for you, no matter your age,
no matter what,
your size, your color, your race. No, it don't matter nothing. They just want to do right.
I just want to do right. I just want to do right. Because at the end of the day, when the Lord called me home, right, I want to be able to hear the words, "Well done, my faithful servant."
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, Mike. I mean, ask you this.
Okay.
I hate to cut you off on that, but I was talking to one of my friends, or my very close friend, and I was telling he was telling me, man, you ain't shit, boy, you gonna end up in hell. I said, bro, do you actually believe that God gonna let me come all the way to heaven, to the heavenly gates, and turn me around and be like, nah, you ain't coming here, you need to go to hell, and send me to hell? Like God gonna actually let me get on the bus to heaven.
Right.
Cause I heard that everybody used to get on the bus.
Right.
And the thing about that bus, it ain't no segregation.
Right.
They done already
don't discriminate.
They fixed, ain't no cert.
Right.
See what you want on that bus.
Right. You can see
whichever seat available.
Right.
You think he gonna let me get on that bus, go all the way to heaven,
right.
Get off the bus, go to the gate, wait in line, and don't tell you how long I be in line now. Cause they said the line be long. Right. They said people die every day.
Let me tell you something, right? We put people in heaven or hell.
Yeah.
But let me give you an example. And I used this other day I was teaching Sunday school. You got Mrs. Jones that has sat on that porch for the last 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And people say, Mrs. Jones ain't bothering nobody. I know she gonna die and go to heaven. But you don't know what Mrs. Jones is dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
And Mrs. Jones could die and go to hell because she hadn't bothered nobody.
And then
She hadn't helped nobody. She hadn't tried to do nothing for nobody. I'm sure out of all those years Mrs. Jones was on that porch, it was somebody walking past there. She could have gave her a helping hand to. Mm-hmm. She could have gave them a drink of water. She could have gave them an outfit because they was homeless. She could have gave them something to eat because they was hungry. Mrs. Jones could have done a lot of things. So there's a lot of people that's gonna sit on that porch and die and go straight to hell because they ain't bothering nobody. Mm-hmm. Sometimes God wants you to bother people. Okay? And as Christians, we got confused. We don't go to church to serve God. We go to church to worship God. And we serve God on the outside of those four walls. The church is on the outside. You got to serve Him on the outside. And don't get so caught up in church work that you forget the work of the church. Okay? So don't let people worry about it because God got something to work with you on. Mm-hmm. He got something now. He can say, well, yeah, I know Tom Ray did this, but look what he did right here. Mm-hmm. Okay? But if you ain't never did that wrong, he ain't got nothing to judge you on. You've been perfect your whole life, and you would die and go straight to hell. Mm-hmm. Right? Because you perfect. You perfect for hell.
And you know what? That's what I tell a lot of people. Man, you did. The thing about me in my life, I did bad, I did good. But the thing about it, my good outweigh my bad. Right. I did way more good in this world than I did bad. Right. And the thing about it now, I know better. I'm doing better. I'm doing more good now than I am bad.
You gotta work out your own soul salvation.
Oh yeah, I ain't.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing, can't nobody put you in heaven and hell.
I ain't worried about them folk, man.
Right, so.
They just be talking, they don't know shit. I'm gonna go crazy trying to worry about what they think about me.
Right. Don't ever. I've never worried about what people think about me.
I'm telling you here today, if I find out you worry about them folk, me and you gonna have a talk.
Right, yeah.
I heard that. What they can follow you in though, Mike?
Man, I'm actually I do a lot of things, man. But Facebook is where you can hit me up at just Mike Smith, or you can email me at mikesmith1098@yahoo.com. Or you can go to the Grenada School District website. I have my own segment on the mic with Mike. Friday night for the football game. We on Vimeo. I do a lot for the students of Grenada, interviews, because I just try to let our kids know that they have an opportunity to get out there, to spotlight them. But hey, man, come see me at AutoZone, man. I'm there every day. See me at the City of Grenada. See me at the Park and Rec, man. I started going to see on my Head Start board, man. I'm a member of the Chamber of Commerce. I'm a past master of South Rock Lodge number 89. I'm a Shriner. Man, I do a lot of multiple things, man, a lot of facets. But of all, man, I'm a minister at New Birth Missionary Baptist Church. But my pastor is an honorable Reverend Clarence Buchanan.
You got more job than the miss.
Right.
But I like it.
You know what I'm saying? So I just try to do my work now so when it's over with. Because I want to be able to say, if in the morning, if I don't wake up, everything going to be all right.
Well, it's going to be all right.
It's going to be all right.
One thing about life, Mike, it's going to keep on going.
Keep on going. It don't stop.
Whether you on the boat,
right, or you off the boat,
life gonna keep going.
Right.
Hey, look, I ain't seen that yet. These people, they done ride over there, down there by the White House, over on what they said they did, Capitol Hill.
Right.
They done did everything they had to do over there.
Right.
Get what happened that morning?
That afternoon.
Like that afternoon when they got done.
That's right.
They
still voted.
Them folks got tired of everything.
Right.
They done tore the whole thing finally go, everybody just sitting around in that time. I need some water. Cause they had to turn the water off.
Right.
The water fan wouldn't work. Cause they ain't know the water fan
Right.
wasn't on. They had turned them off because of COVID. They had been on.
Right.
You know, they in the time. They finally said, you know what? It's time for us to go. We did everything.
Right.
These folks take a podium, flag,
Everything.
They done. I seen a post where they said they done win the one. What's her name?
Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy Pelosi. They done win her office and win her draw and found all count of them. You know.
Not personal stuff.
Yeah.
Right. So.
I said, Lord have mercy.
It ain't that serious, man. You know, like I said, hey, opportunity. Hey, I appreciate the opportunity to come on here, man.
We like
to conversate with you guys.
I appreciate you coming.
I just try to keep it down to earth. You know, I don't want to project myself to be way up here. And when you get way up here, you can't talk to the people way down here. So I just want to keep it even, Steven. I'm transparent. I don't have anything to hide from anybody. What you see is what you get.
Yeah.
I'm just good old country boy Mike Smith. As they say, with some Mississippi mud on my shoes, man. That's all, man. Down to earth, man. I ain't trying to project, but if I can help anybody, hey, please reach out to me. I give my cell phone number out all the time. Reach out to me, 662-809-0970. 662-809-0970. If I can help you with anything in your future endeavors, please reach out to me.
And difference between how you said between me and everybody else, Mike. Everybody want to be way up here.
Right.
I'm so far out here. I'm yelling up there to make sure you go.
That's right.
You gonna hear me because I'm loud.
All right.
I'm like my daddy. You
Right.
gonna hear me? I'm down here, but I'm yelling up there so
Right.
you can hear what I'm saying.
I'm coming though, man. I'm coming. I'm coming. Every morning, man.
I appreciate you being
We appreciate you.
Oh, man, I
man.
appreciate you.
I done had a good time with you tonight.
Right.
Like,
Hey, man, I enjoy you all, man. Like, hey, anytime, man. Now I gotta go back on scrap, and then the scrap gonna eat me alive, man. Cause last time I got on scrap came at me, man.
You can't.
Yeah, man, with some questions, man. Scrap was mad because about the statue, man. I gotta go check on Scrap, man.
He don't like the statue being covered.
Nah, Scrap, good. I was just messing with it, man. I was just messing with it. But no, I was just messing with Scrap, man. But hey, him and Reggie, man, I gotta give him a shout out, man. When I first decided to run for city council, man, they put me on this show.
Yeah.
They brought me out. Reggie did my commercials. He did everything for me. He helped set me up, man. Hey, appreciate. Shout out to Reggie. Reggie Burrow, Scrap, Mastermind Podcast. Hey, they did their thing. They brought me on. They put me out there. They helped me, man. Mastermind. Hey, man, I owe it all to you all. Stanley Burrow, man. Shout out to Stanley Burrow, one of the legends.
Yep.
Okay, one of the legends of this time. Great historian. Charles Latham. Man, Charles Latham. Hey, was the one black man. Farrakhan.
I call him Farrakhan.
Hey, Charles is definitely on it. Hey. Shout out to Charles, man. I want to thank everybody who supported me during the elections. I promise you, I appreciate it. Well, if you can do anything for me in the future, I tell you to pray much for me. Pray much for me. Ask the Lord to give me strength. Ask Him to cover me and give me discernment and the power to keep doing His will.
Lead me and guide me.
That's right, man.
Amen. We'll see y'all next Thursday.
See y'all next Thursday, man. We appreciate y'all being here.
Man, I appreciate you all, man.
I appreciate you, Mike.
Yep. We about to bring y'all that y'all do one of the city council meet, man.
Yeah, we come through.
Live streaming or whatever. We get back out there and
Hope we'll be out there soon.
yeah. So I definitely check on that, man. See if we can
Let
do
me
this.
slide by here.